Hello guys, good morning everybody. I am Professor Arvind Kumar Jha, Department of English, AS College Devgar. Today I am before you with a notes on the drama A Doll's House that is prescribed in semester 6 DSC paper 4. Hope you will find it interesting as well as helpful in having a proper grasp of the drama, thematic grasp of the drama, as well as it will help you to prepare a notes on the same. You know, A Doll's House is a drama by Henrik Ibsen that deals with the theme, the feministic issues, the women issues concerned with the women. Today, the whole world is talking about women empowerment. And you would find it very interesting when you will read the drama and find the theme that it deals with. Women's emancipation from the rigidity, social rigidity, their identity in the society, power to take the decision related to their life. They have their own will, own existence in the life. Those are the prime concerns of this drama, and that have been very beautifully advocated through the character of its man character. You know, it is the same Ibsen that inspired a number of great playwrights like Shaw, Goldsworthy to write such plays dealing with the particular problems. You are also aware. Shaw as a problem playwright, right? So, let us come on the topic. A Doll's House is one of the widely acknowledged sociological dramas by Henrik Ibsen. This play, like other dramas of Ibsen, deals with social problems. The play is first and foremost about, as I told you earlier, individual and human relation. A Doll's House raises many problems faced by the women in the contemporary world. Here you can see the elements of the problem play in this drama, A Doll's House. According to Ibsen, the play was intended to show an individual's liberation from the shackles and restraints of society. Its actual effect is to show a woman's emancipation from the proprietary right that a husband claims to have over his wife. The play was a trumpet call to the women of the time to rise and think and claim their due. It also raised a particular issue whether a woman has the right to leave the husband and the children in order to establish her own identity in the life, in the world. Ibsen deals with such burning and vibrant issues that many critics call him a dramatist of ideas. James Joyce has gone to the extent of saying him perhaps, possibly, the greatest genius of modern time. A Doll's House deals with a variety of themes. The liberation of individual from the shackles and restraints of custom and convention, the question of right by a wife are the main theme of the play. Besides the themes of filial duty embodied in the person of Mrs. Linde, the theme of heredity represented in the character of Dr. Rank and partly in Nora also constitute the theme of the drama. The play too illustrates the fact that romantic love is an illusion and reality is something different. Once again, here with this note, you may find Ibsen having inspired much the upcoming, perhaps the second greatest dramatist of English literature, G.B. Shaw. The same sort of theme you may find in his drama Candida. Almost the same type of theme is there. However, you cannot exactly correlate both of these dramas. The play A Doll's House deals with the story of the married life of Nora Hammer and Torvald Hammer. The circumstances lead to leave her, Nora, husband and her children in order to get into the world at large and to gain, better you say, to gain a first-hand experience of life. A Doll's House thus can be called a problem play, as I told you just before a while. It can equally called a thesis play as well. Here, Ibsen presents the problem and leaves the solution to the readers. It doesn't deal with the right of women, nor it advocates the emancipation of women directly. Rather, it focuses our attention on the conjugal life of a middle-class couple and shows the relationship existing between a husband and a wife. The play highlights the predicament in which a married woman finds herself on account of the excessive claim when her husband exercises upon her. Nora, right from the beginning, is taken as a pet, getting one and another instruction. She follows all the instructions given to her and remains devoted to Hammer, her husband. She takes the loan, even forging her father's signature in order to save Hammer's life, and keeps this a secret to him. But when this secret is revealed, he fails to take her feelings and treats her harshly, very harshly. Now, Nora feels perturbed. And discovered the true character of her husband. And she is so much so perturbed, particularly with the existence of women in the contemporary world, contemporary society. And now she realizes that it is the time for her, for each and every woman, to establish one's own independent identity. She thinks that first a father in her in-laws' house, and then her husband after marriage wronged her. Under the parental roof, she had to adopt the opinion and view of her father, while under the husband's roof, she will have to follow her husband. She realizes now that she should have a mind of her own, and she must educate herself in order to establish her independent identity. It would be very noticeable to see that it is not so that Nora is unaware of her duty. She knows that there is a duty of her husband, there is a duty of her for her husband and children. She is certainly a wife and a mother. But before being a wife and a mother, first and foremost, she is a woman. At the end, our sympathies is with her. And she is justified in claiming the right to hold her own views and opinions. She leaves her husband and children not for getting a second marriage or for any other reasons. Doing so, she has just in her mind to establish her own identity. She leaves her husband and her children Even before leaving, she engages a maid to look after her children. The leaving of husband and children by her may invite some criticism, but she must not forget. But we must not forget that it is only by taking such drastic step that Nora could have produced a forceful effect on the readers. It was also a bold step taken by her that could send shock waves in the contemporary society. What Nora does rather in the drama, that is nothing, that is not at all what you say instigating. Rather, it is all inspirational. Definitely, a woman, before being a wife or a mother, she is a woman. And being a woman, she must be allowed to think according to her own will, to act according to her own wish. That hardly during those days, and even in some proportion still in these days, are allowed to. Thus, we see that the play deals with the issues related to the women, especially to wives, in relation to their husbands. It is the women predicament and disillusionment rather that the play deals with. So this is all for today. I will again appear before you with another discussion, with another lecture. Hope you will find it helpful for you. Thank you.